Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Today it's celebration day, isn't it? Because it's day 180 of the North Factory. And we traditionally decorate once a month. This also means I've been working on the North Factory for 6 months now. It's been 6 solid. I thought I would be so much farther on this, and I've only really completed one full wing. We're about to get this done, and then animal husbandry, but still, I thought I would be so much farther. But let's not think about that. Those are bad thoughts. It's only focus on the factory that we have, not the factory we wanted to have. What are we doing today? Looks like we have to deal with. We're still not dealing with that. That's just on the list. Looks like plutonium is having problems, which is kind of related to what we're doing with Bhoddos today. All right, I think, see, this is just jammed, and we're jammed on whatever this stuff is, 240. And I have determined we have to do some rate calculations here and actually solve this properly. Because it's fine jamming up like this, because it's just spewing out nuclear samples, and that's great. But I also need it to make, it's making quite a lot of fuel rods. Probably not enough fuel rods. Anyway, we're going to do a little math and see if we can find some. We want these guys going all the time. What's that going to take? All right, notepad. Speak to me. So this guy's going to make what? It's 38 to 42, right? 38 to 42. So P238, P239, P240, P241, P242. Great. Fantastic. And then, can I get rates on these, please? No. 0 second. 0.0 second. All right. Okay, great. So it takes 60 seconds, and it has a 1/50th. So what's 1 divided by 50? No, it's 2 divided by 100 times 15. So 0.03, 0.3 per cycle. And every cycle takes 60 seconds. So divide that again by 60, and we get 0.0 essentially. 0.005 sec. All right, great. These other ones are going to be a little different, right? Because the next one is 53 and not 2 in the percentage category. So this is making 0.1325 sec. And the next one is 25%. And you are making... Here, I'm just trying to roll intelligence on this and see if I get anywhere. I want to see if I can completely remove the 240 and the 241. Because everything else has a use. So if I just blow that away somehow, and the next one is 15%. And you are... 0.0375 sec, followed by, lastly, 50%, which is a nice, clean 0.125 sec. All right, so this is our just rate for one of these. Now, keep in mind we have 2 of them going, which means I really should have doubled this. We just have to stick that... Oh, it's going. Hey, there isn't a problem? Weird to think that. All right, now we have tools. Our goal, eliminate 240 and 241. So if we come here, we make 241. And this is something I think we might need to do. So this will get rid of 242, and it makes 239. Because if we look at the... yeah, this is stopped for lack of 241 coming through. So increasing this is why I picked up those packs of neutron absorbers. So right here, this is the big one. We take all the 241 and some 242, and then we end up with 239 and 240. So if we just assume all 241 goes into that. So we're going to do another step here. And you're going to be unchanged. And then we're going to make some 239. And that's going to be this. And it's going to take all the 241 because that's the limiting step. So it's this number right here plus this number right here. Right? And that will give us 0.17 sec, which is a suspiciously round number for doing something like this. Oh, wait, this is going right there. And then you're unchanged in this step. If we just burn, and then you're down to 0 a sec because it's going to be completely consumed. And now it's this minus that. Minus the 241 production, which gives us this number for what's left. All right, so we have now successfully zeroed out 241, which is the situation we find ourselves in right now. So what we do then, I guess, is we look at this and we want to zero out the 240. And so it's going to be another step, please. This will be unchanged, of course, because we're not. No, we will change this because we're running this, right? So we're making 238. So this is this much, the native production, plus however much 240 we have, because 240 we want this to be the limiting resource. So if we completely obliterate all 240. Then we end up with this situation right here. No leading zeros. Just kind of, there we go. And then we have to eat 239 for this. So we need 239 minus however much 240 we have, right? And that produces this amount per sec. And then 240 is obliterated, right? And this also makes 242. And this is still obliterated. And this makes this much plus some 242. So that's plus the amount of 240 we have in the system, right? So it was minus, plus, plus. Yeah, that makes sense. And that produces, oh, another nice round number. Suspicious. And so this will be consumed, this will be consumed, this will be consumed. And then with all of this, we're fine, right? So we should just shut this off. Even though this is hard, because this is, why is this a problem? Why is this what I have exactly right here? Why is it a problem? We produce it naturally. We only neutron absorb in 2 steps. Like, am I getting excess yield here? Because I never want to do this. And thankfully it is not preferred. That's a reflux thing. And so right here, we're taking 242 and we're putting more 241 into the system. And the 241 then becomes 240. This is probably not what I want to do. Like, we can probably balance this entirely without ever doing this. Except it's absorbing 242. If I have a sink for 242 somewhere else, this is the dominant product right now. Let's try this. Let's try just disabling this instead of adding more. Because we can probably, okay, what we'll do here is this shifts more of the 242 from right here into 239, which we want, and 241. And then 241 in this step becomes more 241. Yeah, it eats even, that makes 240, which is the problem. So I actually am unsure, right? This is just getting rid of 241, and this is fine, right? Because no, this makes excess 240. That's the problem. But if instead it falls all through, and instead the 242 comes here. Fortunately, we don't have an actual. There's no future here. We can make Americium, but it doesn't go anywhere from there. So I guess the actual goal then would be to get rid of all of the 242, right? So let's go do another one then. Like a couple more cycles. All right, so if we do another cycle, right? Let's say we burn all the 242 into this stuff. So we do another step. Okay, so in this step, the 238 is obviously unchanged. We're going to make more of this. This will be still unchanged, and we're going to end up with 241. All right, so this gets split in half. So 0.075 to each of these. So you get this plus 0.075, right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. And so that will come out to even more of the stuff I want, but we're also ending up with 0.0275 sec of stuff I don't want. And now this is zeroed. All right, so this is actually a problem again because we need more 242 here. That ends up as 240. So we need to find a balance point where we make and reserve like a third of it to also go right here. So this shouldn't be like this. It should be 0.5. And this should be 0.5. This is just instinct, by the way. This is where you use intuition to immediately leap to a problem solution. All right, then something like that, right? And then we get this rate, and we can go again. You know, you leap directly to a problem solution, or you make the problem a million times worse. It's one of those two. All right, so now we want to eat the 241 again with the 242. Luckily, we have them in exact ratios. And this is going to be producing more 390, yeah, the thing. Wait, this is going to work out, isn't it? So, wait a second. Flash of understanding, perhaps? And you get 0.05 more. And so you are making this much 239. And then we're making 0.05 sec 240. And then now you're zeroed. And you're zeroed. And if we go to another step, we will end up with just what we want, right? Because we can take the 239 right here and the 240. 239 and 240. And we make, it makes 242. So it is not balanced. So if we now drop back down, see, it comes back to here. It all comes back to here. And then you make 0.1175 sec, and then you get nothing, and then you get nothing. Now we're in 0.5 sec again of, no, wait. No, this is going to cut it in half. I did this wrong. All right, hold on a second. Never mind, did wrong. Well, one goes in, and one of this goes in, and then 0.5 come out. Yeah, never mind, that was right. So we end up with this situation, which I'm not sure is better. better because we can take this 0.5 sec and then it's the dominant product by like a lot. Was it 0.05? No, it's 0.05, excuse me. So I didn't do this right. Like, not at all. All right, good. Yeah, he says good. Yes, it's good. It's good I didn't do it right. Okay, that is actually correct. This is the part that's not correct. All right, so that actually goes to this. Oh, how did I actually do that correctly? All right, so we end up with this situation. How do I turn this into practice? And this will just dribble into a Mericium, and this gets used, and this gets used. Like, this step is almost better right here. Not doing the step. But it's hard to stop it from this step because it's a step we do previously, you know? I guess the way to do it is just to vent excess 240. If I just remove this from the system right here, I will get this ratio, which is the desired ratio. So this is going to lead to a problem, isn't it? So we have to just get rid of, just box it, I guess. That's not a long-term solution. Maybe it doesn't have to be a long-term solution. Maybe it's just an 100-hour solution. Okay, we're going to try this. Let's see what happens. Like, we know the answer to this, and the answer is nothing good. But we're going to try it. So this immediately gives more space to produce because it's going to unload the particle accelerators. So great. We're just going to throw this in a box down here, and we're going to forget about it. Like, this is the one we should never be using, so... Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. End of the line for 240. And then the classic indication that I am behaving responsibly and I know what I'm doing. The giant box. There you go. Just store this, and it'll go away in time. Like, in a mere 50 episodes, this will start relieving itself. And who knows, maybe I won't even need it by then. Yeah, you're going in there. And it's meaningless to buffer it further, right? Just meaningless, because this is all just excess production, so it should go in the box. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Do I want to increase this more? This just increases 240 production. So that's this step right here, doing this again. Yeah, sure, let's try it. I don't know. Yeah, it's just whatever. This is going to eat more 240. Yeah, that kind of has to happen, right? Because we can't just keep making more Mericium and then boxing it. He says as he's just put up a solution that involves just making something and boxing it. I bet you with enough deposits, I can make that go for a very long time. This isn't really in the spirit of hard mode or, you know, Factorio, but I struggle to see a better solution. Anyway, we're copying and pasting this 5 times. Why? I don't know. Like, I should really be concerned about rates. I should go get more for symmetry. I should not stick myself in place. I should not be in this situation. I should be fulfilling my potential out in a true factory in the real world. All right, let's go snag 2 more for symmetry. And then, once again, we've poked at it. We did something again this episode. I do know it's going to keep all of the particle accelerators going, which should maximize fuel cell production, fuel rod production, which I'm going to need in a minute here because I'm going to have to go do Bhoddos, and Bhoddos need to be fueled. So, I don't know. Things are happening, maybe. It's hard to say. It's possible that something has happened. It's also possible that nothing has happened. Thank you. This is the kind of content you come here for. Anyway, all of this go away. All of this go away. All of this go away. It's a celebration day. Celebration of... Ooh, that was a big one. I want to adjust the ratios, but there's no way to do that. All right, so that's all going in. This is all going to slide in there. This is all going to end up getting binned. I'm not thrilled with that. What is that, like 10? Something like that? So it's not going to happen all the time, but it is going to happen. So we shouldn't be making Americium. Instead, we should be crashing everything into 240, which we then put in a box. I am not convinced of my life decisions. Maybe I should be making Americium with priority. Because we take this stuff and we make this. And I really should be doing this for Bhoddos, but it takes coding, and coding is chitosan, and chitosan's a problem. So I guess we level up to that situation. I don't know. I don't know nothing about nothing. We can just watch them spin to win, right? Okay, let's just assume everything's okay. And if it's not, I'll blame, like, minorities or something. Okay, we want to make a whole lot of decorations. So let's go do that. Over here and over here. So I need first bask in the love of my fans here, and then just toss a bunch of stuff. I got Navens in my inventory. It's kind of weird. It's a squishy feeling. I gotta put those back. Here, let's just go put those back now, while the thought is in my head and the buildings are right there. Are we making Navens yet? I know we were having problems. Looks like one of you have arrived, but no. We're still waiting on... we have fertilizer, right? Yeah. And fertilizer should be moving along. Yes, it is. And so this is just addressing backlog. Yeah, just dropped. Then hopefully ash is in better shape now that I'm making an absolute obscene amount of it. Yeah, there we go. We're trying to drop and we can't. So this problem solved through abuse of the environment. I think that's the technical term for what I was doing. Where are you going with that? Feeding the south as well? All right, just don't think about the burn pile. The burn pile is not what I want. All right, so we need absolute ton of refined concrete. And we have none right here. Isn't that great? Let's go out, get all the logos from last time, right? It's a good way to start off. Then right here. And unfortunately, someone made these very expensive. Crafting, personal craft. I should really set up machines for this, right? I know it feels... Where did I put this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I really should do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have a bit of play. All right, so I believe we're going to start over here and then sweep back. I think I had an idea on how to do this better this time. In that I can just copy what's already there. The factory has grown to such a size that I can get... well, these should be aligned. But that would require some foresight, unfortunately. So you should be like that, kinda. This is probably slower. All right, so what I want to do is basically just this. Copy pieces from elsewhere, just grab randomly. That stick I had was also good. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 city blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will probably be better when it comes to overflow, you know, and having to clean up afterwards. And so 5 city blocks from just anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe this is more button presses. Maybe I should be using using them in more than one places. That sounds like a good idea. And then rotate it again and just put it down here somewhere. Then get another sample. Yeah, that's a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is probably slower than before. Probably. But I'm skipping the cleanup step afterwards, so I have to take that into account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I should just keep lengths of this in my inventory, you know? So I just grab a 5, stuff like that. That's foresight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I should also be putting these up and down as well, only they're not the right size, so okay, never mind. And also, I'm not sure I am lining this guy up correctly. They should definitely be grid aligned. That is just, I'll have to work on doing that sometime, right? Then like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then right here. Then we have done all of this stack. This is all we have to do out here. We took less this time. All right, now we want lengths. And that should be pretty easy, right? So just, okay, easy in that I have a good idea of how to do it. Not easy in the fact that it's simple. Okay, good. Now we want straight to here and again. Straight upright. And then you will go here. The repetition will not be noticed. And now we need one more. And this is probably not accomplishing the goal quite like I want because we're still going to have danger of doubles because I'm mixing and matching, right? All right, so that's this entire area ready to be decorated. And now what else? Where else did I put city blocks? We didn't expand very much this month. We used what we had. All right, over here. This is pretty easy. Just go get one city block from right here. And then, no, it's not usable over there. Then 2 city blocks from right here. That should work, right? I mean, it's going to have doubles on the angles right there. Catty corner, but it's not actually going to matter. Unless, of course, it matters. In which case, I will deny all knowledge of anything that took place on this day. I'm sorry, I wasn't even here. My computer was hacked and people played Factorio on it. You know, the standard things you say. The standard things well-adjusted normal people say. Really, this is it. This is all this month. This right here, and then this whole area. Huh. What did I do last month? Where did it go? What did I accomplish in this time? If this is the amount of city blocks I put down. I'm shocked and horrified at my laziness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And then, like, is this me? Is this you? And then just grab another 4. 1, 2, 4. Just from right there. Then right there. And followed by one last 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Man, this is going too slow. Like, I can't say I'm not enjoying myself, because I am. At the same time, I really do wish this was going faster. 1, 2, 3. I suppose it would go a lot faster if I cared less. Or was building smaller. I'm trying to build for the last time over and over again. Okay, what I'm trying to say is would probably go faster if I was just smarter. Like if I had embraced sushi belts from the get-go and I knew exactly where to put them and where. All right, let's see how much I messed this up. Time for the grand tour, right? And just let the bots go. The bots will come back to me one day. They know where their batteries are. Just kind of, yep. Go, my friends, go. I have plenty of logos for this. I have to go back and look at this. I need that time lapse actually done because I feel like I did a lot this month. And yet I look at the footprint I've put down and it is small and sad. How is this? How can this be? I had such grand dreams. I had entire worlds planned out. And yet, after all of my labors, I find I have only a handful of sand. And not particularly organized sand at that. I'm not seeing a lot of doubles. Admittedly, I haven't been looking very well, but... oh, well, there's one right there. Okay, never mind. Everybody just pay attention. Just don't pay attention, just... Okay, perfect. And I'm waiting for nobody. You guys are all... Well, maybe I should wait. Where are you bots? The swarm slowly congealing around me. Maybe it's polite. Maybe I'll look at plutonium again. So we're rolling as per our goal. We are producing excess plutonium, but 240, but not very much. I have to say. And seeing both of these go is a great thing. So you had a whole delivery and you made all that. We're at a pretty good rate going, don't we? Fuel rod. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we don't have a very good rate going. Oh, how is this possible? It's probably just a function of stack inserters having to pick up a product which is not produced continually, but rather on a very spiky cadence. All right, I really do have to go over all these looking for doubles. Here I was all smug, and now everywhere I look, I can't help but find one. Don't do that. Put down the yellow torch in place of the red torch. Yes, thank you. Okay, in. Oh, and that's terrible. Glad to see that, right? Then after Bhoddos, we might have time to start in on food, right? Because that's what's coming next. Lots of food. I'm not seeing anything obvious so far, but my perception skill is so low, I would not see anything even if it was there. I play Factorio. So I think this went okay so far. I mean, I'm not drowning in doubles. I know okay. Okay, we've probably had statistically about the same amount of doubles. It's probably the putting down all of the logos with the standard ruler I have in my inventory is probably functionally the same as making a ruler each time. It's probably essentially just a random roll based on just raw statistics of whether or not a double is produced. And this technique is probably neither better nor worse than the old one. Which is, you know, I was hoping for just faster. But, don't know. Fascinated by plutonium. The shiny... Why are you stopped? Oh, you're out of oxide because we're at a jam. And we keep... Are we vent... Oh, wow. This is a problem. Maybe we should get this out earlier. Like, clean it out, like, right here. So that... Or at least add more... Yeah, let's add more inserters over there. Increase the sample. Or fix it properly. Or also fix it properly. Oh, wow. Life is full of just terrible choices, right? Fix it properly? Are you kidding me? I also don't have the material on me to fix it properly because I put it down because of logos. All right, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Don't get distracted too much. Let's go finish with the logos, and then I'll go back and touch plutonium again. And then we will stand up Bhoddos. And then. Oh, this is a problem. Take this thing. Start making food for animals. Corlex food, prioritize. Well, none of it needs to be prioritized because I'm going to use all of them. So just go through and make every food I can, essentially. All right, you got me. That's a great idea. Why is this? Oh, because someone left a mess here once. That was so very, very rude of them. All right, select that. Okay. Weird being out on the border like this. We doing all right? I feel like if I just establish a system where every once in a while I just come along and just throw this down and have it build itself and just creep out, like just dismantle this, creep out, dismantle that, creep out. That would have been a better system than the artillery day system I have now. Because I can just spend the end of the episode just, it's time to push out. And then have like self-extending construction zones go out there. And it's going to be interesting finding a way to ration the resources to everything. Maybe make a carousel. Ooh, is the answer to everything a sushi belt? I have to do this now, don't I? I have to. That's a great idea. Like, don't have dinosaur attendants. Have a whale attendant right here. And then just make a sushi belt. And then just with Logibots that will assemble this in a nice safe zone and we'll just creep out every episode. Every single one. Yeah, I gotta do this, right? Maybe this episode even. Maybe I even try this right here. And then we make a new version of the embassy. How do I take... Like, when I deconstruct this, it'll have to be picked up and brought back here. And then sorted into supplies for the next one. And eventually they're going to spend so much time flying, it's going to spend, I'll have to move it forward. But that's a victory condition right there. Ooh. That's a really interesting idea. I probably should have engaged my brain long ago. But like, I don't know. Okay, just put that in my head. We're going to do Bhoddos, and then maybe we're going to mess with that. We're going to have a pseudo-artillery day, a new system. I've got worms in my head, and they tell me to play Factorio. Let's go get... How are we doing on food? The food situation is probably getting close. No, we're still making it. Or making it faster than we're using it. So that's good. All right. We have done decorations, and that was our big thing for today. Now we're doing Bhoddos. Then after Bhoddos, maybe we are trying to figure out how to take territory more gracefully. Ooh. This is a thing in my head. We need Bhoddos plant places. That. Bhoddos cultures. We probably need 2 of them. Here, don't bring any more. Why do we have 20 here? Oh, because they're so slow to make, and I knew I'd need them in that amount. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, I can't select the Bhoddos upgrade yet because I haven't researched it. That's next tech tier. And you have to get the meltdown one. You must. You have to. Everything else is flavorless compared to that. You must get the one that makes your base explode all the time. Like, it's just a requirement of playing Factorio, of playing Pyanodons, of being a self-respecting gamer of any sort. You have to take the option that makes your base constantly explode. And I'll put 4 maybe if I'm lucky. 1 if I'm not lucky. Oh, this has symmetry to it. That's probably a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna do it. Watch me do it. You can't stop me. What I can do is put down normal right now, which is so much less. I mean, it is the way to go. It's better on fuel rods. It's faster. It makes everything cheaper and easier. It does come at a cost that you're going to be paying infrastructure costs to rebuilding it. But that's okay. I've done far worse in my time. All right, so there we go. Basic structure. Bhoddos. Where are you? Empty Bhoddos. Oh, I have to go get some. I haven't made Bhoddos yet. Oh, wow. So we need our Bhoddos. All right. Okay. We have to step back and probably head back to the lab and then slap these together somehow. Let me start it up. I've completely forgotten about this stage. It's been so long since I've had to create a creature. We're going to be just not researching at all real soon here. I don't think I'm going to... I think I'm months off from getting to the next tech tier. 60 days at least. This is all going so slowly. I'm overbuilding, and this is true. And that's taking a lot of time. But at the same time, so slow. All right, I don't need you to... Oh, okay, problems. All right, what I want... Why do I have so few of these? Don't I request them? Don't I request deposits? Apparently I don't. All right, there we go. Here, buildings. I'm not going to need these. All right, you have to stop. Please just stop. What I want from you now is to make a... Oh, nothing. You make nothing. Great. I have to struggle mightily with the medical wing and my own incompetence. You make Yeah, right here. So I want you to make Bhoddos for me. Right? Do you require fuel rods for this? So we need Bhoddos spores, fogwasp spores, which I really wish I had room to put down spore collectors right here, but apparently life is just very hard. This is just assembling it, right? So we need, I just hit this button. We need cDNA and moss gene samples, which we might have in the box. There's some cDNA. Any mushroom things? All right, so we need to make some mushroom things. Your order. And we need fogwalk codexes, which I have to just make, right? And I need to get wooden boxes for some reason. This feels like I'm going backwards in life. Well, there's some fogwasp spores. Here, is this enough to keep you happy? For 2? This is fast when it gets going. We need to grab some moss gene samples. Which we do right here, right? And that just goes on this pile and just scoop it all up, right? Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. I should be making these Bhoddos spores. Here, this guy should just be chilling right here. Make Bhoddos spores. Okay, with power. Chilling while plugged in. And that'll be fine. I'll just pick them up. All right, we need to get codexes, right? That's the next thing we do. We need to make fogwalk codex. So, crafting by hand. Codex. Mushroom. So we need lamp, simple circuit boards, glass, and tin cable. Again, scooping things up like primitives. Suppose this is just the life I chose, right? And I would be doing this with Cridens if I wasn't doing... Where did I leave everything? I know simple circuits are over here. Lamps are probably in their own bin, right? This is no way to live. This is not how people should be doing things. I have fallen back into the ways of the old factory. What else do we need? We need tin copper cable, tin cable, and that's up here. See, I remember some things. Please just look away. I don't want anyone to see me like this. I can make manure. I don't even want to think about the mechanics of just, oh, it's manure 1. I can't actually make it. That's almost a funny joke, you know? Almost. Alright, so dump you in there. Oh no, we have to get the mushroom. Oh, we actually have to go get wooden box. They're serious about this. There's not iron box, mind you. We have to go get a wooden box. Without a wooden box, this doesn't work. No other container material is appropriate. Didn't we have wood up here? Well, there's a line of wood right there, so just grab it. Continue fouling your inventory. Yes, turn it all into wood. All goes into wood. And now we toss this in, and hopefully something works out. How many spores we got? It's enough to keep going for right now. No, it is not enough. Wow, you need 50 apiece. Yeah, this has to start going. And how crafting speed is 1. I kind of don't care, but I don't have any more speed mods, so just speed it up like that, right? And you'll take 300 seconds. Oh my god. So life is hard. I need more. What am I going to do with these Naven spores? Dunk them here, I guess. I'm just going to discard all this. Well, I'll discard it up north. That'll be fine. So, I guess there's just nothing to do here, eh? Okay, there is one thing to do. Here, take this. And take that over there. There you go. Even faster. Then we'll make mushroom DNA. And then... Oh, we need Bhoddos Codex, too. Alright, I should probably go handle that. Codex de Bhoddos. What do you require? Can I just right-click you? Yes. Alright, that's good. And then this will bake, and then we will have Bhoddos, and then we will start a Bhoddos cycle, right? That's what is really important, that everything be fully populated before it starts going, because it's all eating fuel rods. Yeah, that's an uncomfortable thought, isn't it? Well, anyway, we'll figure something out. As soon as this finishes handcrafting. Alright, right there. And then, while that's cooking, we will come over here. We just don't want you to stop. There you go. We're going to make Bhoddos spores. Alright, we're going to have to come back to this. So, yeah, we should have done this first. Ah, well. Time is all there is in the end. So let's rush forward and let's start laying this down. And then in about 10 minutes, we'll go south again and start making actual Bhoddos. All right, so what? See, it'll start loading fuel rods and it will start working even though it's not at full speed. So I have to really limit that. So we kind of have to do a truncated version here. And like the turd version's so good. Here, let's go look at it. Take a look. Bhoddos. It makes things melt down, but it makes it simpler. It's just spores and water. Spores and water, and it's so much faster. Like, it's 3 times faster, almost. And it explodes. And instead of having to bring all of this other material in, you basically just have to supply infrastructure to convey everything over. So it's like not really a carousel, I suppose. I don't know what to say. I'll figure it out. I'll make it so it doesn't blow anything up. I gotta get rid of all this stuff. Anyway, what size are we? That's what we have to decide right now. Are you Naven size? No, you are bigger than Naven size. Are you... Yes, you are in fact this size. All right, and getting attached... All right, so we're going to just copy and paste this, right? But getting attached to this design is wrong, because once they start exploding, I'm just going to pick all of this up and we're going to try again. And for starters, I want only one to be enabled, because I want that to be the only one getting fuel rods. That makes sense, right? This isn't just the muttering of a complete plate. Oh, nice. Look at that. Like that. It's got the water pipe in the right place. And so we're just going to be bootstrapping Bhoddos for a while. And then eventually we will have Bhoddos for export. And then eventually we will feed them to Fagnots, I think. I believe that's the plan. Then almost. Or I could get one of the other turds, one of the other upgrades. Here, let's look at them. Let's think about it. So, really fun and also better in every way. And what else can we do? It consumes more energy. It burns fuel rods faster. I hate this. Consume extra nuclear energy. In return, it makes plutonium oxide. I don't care. I have way too much plutonium oxide. Oh, and I never fixed that down there. I got distracted and walked away. And the other one here is endodermal extra gills. Develop surface gills and better intercellular matrix, allowing Bhoddos to rotate themselves so they always are exactly parallel with gravity. Ooh. And so this, we can take rich dust and make spores at this. Oh, okay, 10 times faster. And then we can make sporopollenin out of just Bhoddos spores. So it's rich dust into sporopollenin. That's actually not a terrible idea. That's not bad at all. It makes it so fast. That's not terrible. And then sporopollenin becomes fungal substrate. I don't really care about this because sporopollenin is great on its own for making artificial oleochemicals. I'm still going to do the meltdown, though. Let's face it. We're still going to go boom. Boom is where it's at. All right, so how many Bhoddos can we put in? What's our rate? I can't really size this properly right now, can I? Because I don't know the rates of... Like, maybe only 2 of these are needed. Maybe we need the entire row, like right here. Let's just assume it's the entire row, right? Just assume it's going to be like this. Just put down the standard. It's like, no, don't make Naven spores, though. Don't do any of that. Okay, not a good time, autosave. Okay, did any get made? Oh, some got made. Any get made? Any more? I think I caught them all. Okay, good. Hey, we're making Navens. Look at that. So this actually moved forward. The fertilizer crisis has been alleviated. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. There you go. Why are you stopped for special fungal substrate? No, is that fertilizer again? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, so this whale is getting how much? 1,400. And this whale is getting how much? 1,400. We don't have any at all here. That's weird. This isn't going. Why? That's not how it should be. Oh, you need to go drop off. What's your problem? Unload items until target has... Why are you stuck? Why is this guy stuck? He's got some potatoes. Unload until target, until target, until target, until target, and target. And he has raw fiber, 1,500. Raw fiber, 1,500. Load items until caravan has... I don't know why you're stuck. Maybe he was just... started at the wrong spot. Maybe I forgot something yet again. It's so hard to say. All right, let's not pay attention to any of this. What I want to do is continue fixing up Bhoddos, and then we're going to try to do self-expanding factory boundaries. It's like, you're different now. You were always different. Now you are Bhoddos. Okay, and then this will be like, oh, why did I not get the rest? Why did I copy all of this and then not get the rest of everything? There you go. All right, and the spores will float around. And then you have water, right? No. Because I took the pump away? Yes. Then we're actually going to do something interesting. We'll do food tomorrow. We're going to try to spend a little time to think of things until... Why didn't I think to do this earlier? Why am I so bad at this game? Because the game rewards going and doing. How much water do you need? We don't even know. And we need this stuff and fuel rods, and we're just gonna... Well, we should probably do the whales right now. No, we should probably get the Bhoddos started right now. There we go. And then... right here. Okay, so just ignore all this. We're going to head south, and we're going to do that plutonium oxide thing I was going to do earlier, but I didn't have any equipment on me. Oh, and I left all my box. I am running, and I am panicking. I am not handling myself appropriately. So what we're going to do is this, right? Now I want to output priority to this side. I want you to filter on oxide. Oxide. Yeah. Then I want you to go this way and just, again, join in here. But I want the plutonium oxide, thank you. And then away with you. Goodbye. And then stand here and just pick everything up. And then get all the green stuff off this side of the belt, and everything's fine. There. All the uranium oxide heading to... Oh, we're going to need more. I wish I could do something with this stuff. How long does it live? 24 hours? I mean, I suppose that is binnable, but still... I should have had an entire area set up just to age this. But whatever, we're fine. The important thing is this is moving, and we're creating lots and lots of fuel rods, right? Let's see how fast this is filling up. Slowly. And there's plenty more room. So we've got probably hundreds of hours of space available over there. And that's probably going to be okay. Maybe. All right, here. You're making fuel rods? I'm going to need those for my wacky mushrooms. All right, just don't think about anything. Go make radioactive mushrooms down south. And then, over here. Here, can I put this glass back? If only it was so easy. You take this? Okay, you take some of it. Mushrooms, right? Mushroom codex. Then I have to shove you in right here. Then I have to go get however many were made. Not enough. Shove that. Okay, now we're making our Bhoddos. I need 2 of these. I can hang out for 2 of these being made. Because that's enough for exactly 1 area. Looks like it's going to go all... No, it's going to just do 2. All right, that's good. So while this is cooking, we will once again observe the shiny candies. And it's spinning. It's spinning and it's winning. Amazing that stack inserters are the biggest power draw. I'm clearly playing this game correctly. So we shouldn't be making any more americium, right? That we stop doing this when we want the 242 for americium. But for right now, we don't want that. There's a gap there. The gap there makes me happy. I wonder if I should increase this. I mean, that's just going to make more 242 and 238. So it does get rid of the 240 and make nuclear sample, but I have way too much nuclear sample as it is. So I guess it's not super duper important, you know? All right, let's watch. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? What's going to be? What's going to be? So excited, 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 excited. Oh, just 241. But 241's all right. So long as this doesn't back up. In that case, it won't be all right. Oh, wait. It is kind of backing up, huh? Oh, is that 242? That's 242. Yeah, 241 is not. All right, whatever. Don't look at anything. We got our Bhoddos. Great. Fantastic work. Can't wait to have a medical wing up here and be able to create these things on my own. But that's not happening at the moment, is it? So we will get this stood up, and then we will do a little study. Oh, no. What were they doing? No, friend. No Yadol spores. No do, friend. All right, so now we can get numbers. Bhoddo. I got still more. Yuck. Ew. Can you imagine the smell? All right, right there. Done. So. We have no fuel, and we are full up. And at that, we are going at 200% crafting speed. Good to know, especially when it starts exploding. It's just going to be instant Bhoddos. We might only need one, maybe two. I'll put another one right above it if I need to. Anyway, we need to get... You can't use Mach 3? Really? Well, don't think about it. So I suppose 200% is correct, given that it's a Mark II Bhoddos culture. And it needs nothing. It needs 0.09, and this produces at 2. So we are way overkill here on spore generators. Whatever. No, that's exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. I want only one going, because I want only one to have fuel rods until I can fill the area with Bhoddos. So you only get a mission when you have the supply. Make sense? Make sense? Are we clear? Are the rules clear to everyone? All right, so we need notepad. We need... I can't select the fuel from here. All right, we need fuel rod. And we need biomass. And we need fungal substrate. And that's it. So this is just going to be one whale. And I don't know how many fuel rods to get. This is 75 megajoules. There's no such thing as efficiency mods for these guys. And so this lasts for 30 seconds. So this is a major consumer of fuel rods. So getting any sort of... Okay, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay. So one whale. And this whale is going to go get fuel rods, biomass, improved fungal substrate. And I didn't get the ratios. And our ratios are 10 to 1 to 1. Okay, 10 to 1 to 1. So our number is 12. So 9,000 divided by 12, 700. We want to go get 700 fuel rods, which is going to be tough. 7,000 biomass, 700 improved fungal substrate. Okay, I'm not actually certain this is a great plan. And you need to be connected. There you go. And you have to be fuel rods, I believe. And like 100 only. And then you have to be biomass, and sure, 1,000 sounds great to me. And here, like 250. And the middle substrate. We do not feed them too well. We do not feed them not well. You know, we simply feed them. All right, so whale. And you're going to have to get help because we don't have 700. We might actually have it. Let's go. We'll definitely need help. So you come right here. Circuit condition. Comparator equals go. Nothing rots. So the circuit condition starts here. Unload until target. Unload until target. Unload until target. Fuel rods. That. At least the fuel rods don't decay on their own. 7,700. So, time to go get fuel rods, which is that one right there, right? And of course, there's a line. Load items until caravan has fuel rods, 700, followed by biomass. Right there. Load until caravan has biomass, 7,000, followed by different substrate, middle substrate, right there. And then load until we have middle substrate, 700. All right, you are completely ready. Have this and start. Now I'm going to have to help that guy along. Okay, this is done and done and done. B Akuas. We do not have a proper distribution of fuel rods. Maybe if I just go swipe them. Okay, I wonder how many we've made in this time. Let's go check. And then Bhoddos will start gestating, and I'm not going to hook them up for export right away because I want to build out the rest of production capabilities. This is 1, 2, this is 500. This is like 600, and hopefully that other whale there has a partial inventory. Let's go find out. And then right here, this whale is the one I'm talking about. Yes. So we want that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that is enough. And this is making something. I don't know. Oh, it's a corridor. All right, is this you? Yes. There you go. Congratulations. You get your fuel rods. I think I'm obligated to stand there and watch this work. And then we're going to try to upgrade our military a little bit. I have sudden ideas. Sudden, terrible ideas. And what do fuel rods decay into? Fuel rod. Burnt result, nothing. Why don't they use better fuel rods? Why don't you use the better ones? Why are you only using these two? Mystery, I suppose. And are we on our way? Are we going to make it? No, we're stuck. Waiting for this to come over. All right. It'll be fine in a second. You do nothing at the moment. No. You use Bhoddos. Comes out right there. Bam, bam, bam. And then we'll end up with a Bhoddos bin. I'm not going to export them for the moment. Akuas, I need to build out production, as I have stated. And what good is the common Bhoddos? Why do I want to do this? So we need Fagnot food. Okay. Oh, and you also have to add just actual Bhoddos. So they just love them Bhoddos. They need that nuclear flavor. And then you can make nuclear milk at some point. And you can phytomine uranium, of course. Okay. That makes sense as well. On our way? No. Why not? Oh, I did it wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong. I forgot these only stack to 50. So this counts as 2. So I suppose if I do something like this, and I do something like this, it'll be a little off, but mostly okay. I'll have to goose it again on its next cycle. That is ugly. So this is 1421. Yeah, that'll still fit. All right, it's fine. It's fine. We're almost way through a tech I'm never, ever going to use. Never going to use that tech. And I've stolen all of the fuel rods, and already we have a stack. Oh, did I nudge you? Excuse me. So how is fuel rods doing? Fuel rod. Oh, so this is much better than it was before. Like we're making 600 an hour now. Okay, I hope I can keep that up. Depends on our ability to bin this stuff. Because I could turn it into... How long do you last? Maybe I'll just wait. And then it comes into this, and then that decays again, and that goes into oxide. Maybe we'll just wait. Maybe it'll go to ash eventually, right? If I just sit here and do nothing. How are Navens doing? We have some Navens. I would expect more Navens. Oh, it's going. It's all going pretty slowly, honestly. But it is chugging along. It says no products finished, so none of the guts have rotted up. Ah, finally. The Bhoddos whale is here. Alright, so a problem is going to be everything's going to be on one side of the belt. Which I suppose we can fix? No, not like that. It's not that much of a problem. Alright, so up here we will see the magic moment. And this guy just gets a ton of fuel shoved right in its face. Yes, fuel done. We are ready to go. There we go. Oh, the Bhoddos dome is here. And it burns fast. So it is... Wow. That is essentially 3 fuel rods per cycle here. I absolutely have to do the meltdown. Absolutely have to. I can't keep this farm fueled. Maybe I'll only do these. Or maybe they'll just be very impulsive, you know? Okay, you don't burn into anything, right? No. Okay. So, well, this is certainly expensive, isn't it? I think probably someone is overreacting. You should be stopping. Why are you not stopping? Okay, stop. What is that? Oh, you're not hooked up, are you? There you go. Alright, well that was embarrassing. And that one's probably got the same problem, right? I wonder if this also has that problem with Yadals. That's where I copied this from. No, disabled by control behavior. I wonder why that happened. No, it's not. These guys aren't connected. They're getting their information from the green belt. The green wire. And the green wire is not being used in Bhoddos land. So that's actually correct. I'm going to have to... I wonder why I did it like that. Maybe I should not just walk away. Maybe I should actually look. I'm pretty concerned about this. I feel like maybe I've done something wrong. All right, Yadal's being made. Fantastic. Naven's being made. Fantastic. We can do Purling next. We will do Purling next. And you are making them Bhoddos. You have made 2 products so far. So I can stand up more of these if I want to. I probably should, right? Are those Bodhi in the hands? No, you're just waiting. Waiting. Watching. I should probably just put a mixer on here for now, you know? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh, there's the Bhoddos. Right there. So if I do this, and then take the Bhoddos, this will just burn the fuel more efficiently, right? And then Bhoddos, and then we'll put in more later. So all these guys can start going eventually. Well, they need the time for the belt to work. All right, so just leave this alone. We're going to declare this a success. And we will check in on it later, and we will fill out the rest of it, and we're never going to have enough fuel rods, and that's it, the end. It's a wonderful story. We're going to try to do something weird. Let's go... Oh, I left a whole bunch of buildings down south I have to go snag. What's this? Weird. We are going to try to do something strange in celebration of 6 friggin' months doing this. It's been more than that. It's been well over a year on this save. It's just I've been trying to build properly up here, and that was a mistake. This new factory was... It's not the most efficient way to proceed through the game. How about that? I might have benefited from doing this in a slightly different way. Where did I put my box of stuff? Nice. So we're going to probably come down here and make Crydons as well, right? All right, that's fine. Next, though, unfortunately... I should get into military mode. You know? Because I'm going to be building out, automatically building out. We need like construction zone extenders, right? And we need bots, and we need to be able to force put things down. Anyway, I was not coming for this. I was coming for this. All right, so construction zone extender. Construction zone is extender. Let's just build a couple by hand, just for this first demo right here. Then we're gonna need. We already have some Logibots, right? I can just rip them out as something. Here, come with me. And then we need Logibots and construction bots. Will they do both? I have to turn my bots off. I want to build a construction zone extender. I need one of you. It's just handcrafting a clock, right? All right, and so construction. What else do I need? Just a stack of iron plate. Okay. Give me 5 of these. And if they turn popular, I'll actually do this. And the range is 160 by 160, so it's like 50% more. That's interesting. Huh. It's very high-tech looking. All right, so what we want to do is this. We need like a requester chest, right? See if we can figure this out. So we will go over here and to right here. This is where we'll start. I just declare this is ground zero of this experiment. And we're going to put an aerial outpost right here. And then this will pick up building material for the embassy, right? And then it will go into a series of provider chests, I believe. Something like this. And this is how we bridge the gap, right? And then we will put like wall and stuff and other stuff and bullets and everything. It probably needs to be more than this. It probably needs to be standardized. Yeah, bots on. So all the materials needed, including construction bots, including repair bots, right? Or will I be able to do a central repair hub right here? And so what we'll do is we take an outpost and we just inch it forward, right? Just what we do is we just place it right here, but not for real, right? And we have to set up the pipes correctly. All right, so just like this. Oh, and that guy's going to start building because he's in range. All right, so this is kind of what I want to happen, right? If I put the construction zone extender, like right back here, I want some place that isn't going to get caught. And then you'll need power immediately. Here, let's just... You needing power is kind of a thing, right? All right, so there's the construction zone extender. If we come here and we look at the zone, oh, that's not far at all, though I can get another 30 right here with a level 2. But still, I can take this and move that right there. That's about the edge of the safe zone. And so if I have this blueprint that is like this, and then it'll just crawl forward. This is probably a good idea, right? It's probably going to work. And all of this aims forward a bit. Probably don't even need the zone, the construction zone extender, do we? Probably is just completely superfluous because look at these guys building right now, and then of course unbuilding. So that doesn't need it. Oh, okay, yeah, it is needed. So yes, the standard design has to have a construction zone extender. And we will take that, and we don't really have room to put it inside, do we? Even though we might want to. Is energy drink saving me time or costing me time? Oh, we can put it right there. Nice. Okay, so we have in... Can we do this instead? Yeah, this is a new design then. All right, so what can I put down you as a ghost? Q. And then are you the same size? No, you're bigger, unfortunately. I'll have to put it back here and take some of the back walls out if I choose to do this. All right, good to know though. All right, so with this situation we have, now we can copy this entire thing and we can just push it forward, right? If we just do this, just go full forward, I think. Can we do that? You're outside the range? Or just on the range? Well, we'll see. And then these are construction bots working. However, if I chuck Logi bots in here, no, it will not work. Okay, so let's do another test. Let's say, oh, I don't have another gold box on me. I need to go get all these materials. It's because it's taking out of the gifts right now, which is not bad, but it's also not good. I gotta go change clothes. Right here, logistics off, good. Plant right there, good. Energy drink comes with me, and all this. Need some of that too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need. A lot of just weird stuff now. Some grenades, some of that, some of that. Any of this, yeah, take the trash with me. We're gonna need all of this. We're gonna need that. I don't think we're gonna need extra hands. We're gonna need the construction the construction extender. All the bots come with me. You come with me. That comes with me. All right, we're gonna start here. And if I'm forgetting something, I apologize to everybody. So we're going to go get into military costume, but just basically picking up military stuff. But when I take the zone away, right? When I deconstruct the bots behind me, when I deconstruct the embassies behind, I'm going to have to leave a spot for the construction zone extender to be. Because if not, the system won't work. More, right? I don't need the whales. So, I need a bunch of wall. I need a bunch of everything. It's really just... I feel like it's going to be a lot of labor up front. But if I get it right, it's going to be very good. So let's take a little time and experiment. What else do I need here? I need more mechanical inserters, which I can get in the north. Okay, let's just go do that. Maybe I'm missing stuff. I don't know. We've accomplished our goal for the day. We're allowed to just go and play. And I am going to try to save myself time on military stuff. We want self-extending factory. And I came here to go get mechanical inserters, which are right here. Good. All right, so let's get more normal belt too, which is right over there. All right, let's try this now. So we want a situation. So the big problem at the moment is it's just being placed like two at a time, because I've limited how many bots can participate. And that's to avoid massive losses of bots on the front line. So this is fine, I suppose. I'm not angry about this, but it's going to take forever to get the ammo, especially these guys out. So what I need is gold chest, which is where? Right here. Gold chest ghost. Can you request? No. So what needs to happen here is eventually this hits to hit down and we need Logi bots to get the actual material in. So eventually this will get placed down, right? Right there. And then of course we also need power in, and yeah. don't have power? Why don't you have power? I guess we need to put that in place to have power. All right, eventually this will be the configuration reached. Maybe I should do this in 2 phases, like 1 phase putting down this specific configuration of just establishing the logistic connection, and maybe also putting down the construction extender, something like that. And so and now we need Logibots because, well, okay, hold on. This is just a supplier chest. We need like a buffer chest right here. We want the buffer chest to request materials. This is going to go away, right? We're no longer going to be served by an individual caravan. So that goes away and this becomes a lot less tight. Okay, so what we need now, probably more than a mechanical inserter. Well, okay. So just for the sake of this design, we're going to have 3 buffer chests right there. We need 4 buffer chests right there, 2 for each side. Because I think it does need the speed of outserting, you know? Anyway, this is all just a prototype. No one judged the efficiency of this just yet. And I want you to request uranium bullets. You want 1 stack. There you go. And so, okay. And that's Logibots going right there. Okay, good. The Logibots are taking from the buffer chest. So, So now we have to ask a question. If we have a RoboPort right here, that's just here as base RoboPort, and we fill it with Logibots like this, and we just get rid of this. It got just removed, destroyed by the Empire. I should have gotten better power options over here. All right, so, and now we have this. The thing is, I want them not to land right here, is what I'm trying to do, right? I want to only have 2 repairing, but at the same time have a lot, maybe, well, I don't know. Anyway, let's see what happens if I just put in a whole bunch of this. All right, they take it over. This is what I was looking for. And they are going to resupply right here. Great. And this is also how we're going to get artillery shells over. All right, and then you're just going to go and you're going to ferry more. And so what we're noticing here is that I wonder, I'm probably going to have to leave behind a chain of RoboPorts, right? Because this is connected directly, but there's no necessity there. Once it moves on again, like, we'll have to have a RoboPort depot standard item to put down. Interesting. So we need another buffer chest here. We probably just have to redesign all of this. And then you can be mechanical. That's fine. And you are requesting artillery shell. And you want to be completely full of artillery shells. Kind of want more than that. That's trash. Excuse me. No, wait. That was not... we want artillery shells. Okay. Can we go up to inf? Items over this will automatically move into the trash slots. All right, just do 10, right? And so it'll be delivered by bot, not by dinosaur, by bot. which is probably better. These guys aren't constructing, which is kind of a problem. And if I put a whole bunch of construction bots in here, a lot will end up... Maybe I can group this differently. Request worker robots from other robots to station this row report. Can I turn that off? Requests worker robots. I wanna not do that. I would like to just never do this. Never request worker robots from other robots. I would like this to be specifically loaded. Well, maybe I should do one thing at a time, right? In a way we can definitely make this better is by adding a whole bunch of construction bots right here. And they're going to end up somewhere. Well, this is not what we want. See here, you end up there. You end up here. Just toss it all in. Then all of this. And we'll just have a standard depot, and we just want to extend it out over and over and over again, which may be a really dumb plan. Yeah, all this here, and then we're running out of space, so I'm going to double up. And then right here, I guess we need everything else, huh? We don't have any way to put repair packs in. We'll have to put another buffer chest. But that's fine. And we also need robots here, and this, and that, and that, and that. It's like this is going to be really complicated. So maybe we need even more chests. All right, so it's building on its own. Obviously, we have to make it so it tiles with friendship juice. I'm not sure how we're going to manage that with how I've done things. You know, right there. So I should use niobium pipe, I think. Which there is a box for. Should be all one type of pipe, which I mean, I guess there, the friendship juice is in. And this is kind of on its way. I mean, it looks pretty good. All right, let's staff this with a whale. No. Let's not staff that with a whale. Let's make another one. We want one whale for parts and one whale for... Well, I don't have another aerial caravan. So I guess this is it, huh? So just imagine this exists again, right? Just imagine. Power of imagination. Just right here. Like that, like that. Where'd it go? Where did... Oh, okay. Too many construction bots in the area. Confused. And this is all getting picked up because it's going to be actually right there, actually. This is going to be the military chest. This should go right there. But I don't have the pieces. So... let's go get some shells, right? And start playing the game for real. I think I'm going to have to think about this and kind of poke at it over the next couple days. This strikes me as a very powerful way of setting things up. Okay, powerful in the sense that it's going to save me time. It's going to save me artillery days. We may have seen not quite the last artillery day because I'm going to have to set this up. But we're getting close to the last artillery day. Right here. Just give me all those. So the whale will come and pick up. There will be 2 whales. I guess I don't want 2 whales. I guess I really only want 1 whale to keep it simple. But it'll be a very complicated whale. And the problem is having it... It's a very difficult whale to rehome, you know, if I want to ever establish another base. Maybe I'll do a big empty cargo somehow. Anyway, there we go. Oh, you should be only uranium shells. Uranium. And then you should be only artillery shells. There we go. Okay, and this now coming over here and adding artillery shells. Our artillery shells are going to work. So we have pushed out. I think this idea has legs. We're going to need a lot of intermediate roboports. The problem is base camp doesn't move. Base camp here is going to be supplying a lot, like an ever-increasing area, and eventually it's going to have to move. So I guess what I do is... Okay, here's the problem, right? I take the whale, I tell the whale to go... Okay, I tell the whale to go here. Then I add a whole bunch of stuff, just a whole bunch of it, and just imagine everything has logos in it, everything is completely right, and everything is all set up and beautiful, right? And then I tell it to go somewhere else, and then all this coding goes away. Like, I can't reschedule this. Like, just move the outpost and then just kind of say, do all that only over there now. So I need a simple command here. Something like empty cargo, and then maybe circuit condition wait for something. Empty cargo, don't wait. And then paint this with, like, I need everything for... Problem is artillery shells are so very big. I kind of think I'm going to need 2 of these. One for construction materials, and the other for things to maintain this area. Because there's all sorts of stuff we're not doing right now, right? Like, this is all working, and this is semi-great. It's definitely going to be able to repel attacks, actually. So we have this little problem here, right? So this has put a bunch of construction bots here, and these guys are kind of doomed. Oh, so it's going to automatically fill this? That's good. I thought I was going to have to do that. So it's kind of going to be like a construction bot swarm, but it's going to have the same problem. This problem is going to be illustrated here in a moment. They've done damage, and now the bots go... Oh, but if there's only 5 repair packs, that means I'm only ever risking 5 bots. And we lost one right there. And this guy is now out of targets. Yeah, I'll have to move forward again, or just manually target one day and just wipe out a bunch of stuff. So the next thing to do would be just grab it and just move it forward like this, and just hope the system keeps working. Here, let's find out. What happens when I do that now? And then if I remove this, right? Then we have the construction zone expender right there, but where are these guys coming from? I took away the roboport here to see what would happen. I'm not sure really anything is happening here. Like, this is hooked up? No, it's not hooked up? Oh, because you're not part of the blueprint. It was part of something special I did. And it's not aligned anyway, so okay. There's multiple reasons why this isn't working very well. So I'm kind of committed to doing this right now. So it's being built. And if I put down, what are you? Buffer chests? Oh, I got rid of them all. Here, first pick up this whale. Now I need a buffer chest, which I don't have any anymore, I guess. No, they're right there. All right, if I come over here, it's kind of boop, 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 boop. You are out of range until the RoboPort gets put down. Let's say I just put this RoboPort down. It eventually gets built, right? It has no power, of course, but it will eventually get built, right? And I have no power poles, but it will eventually get built, right? I'm just establishing that things actually work. You go right there. And then... Okay, now we have power, and this actually... It's low power? Oh, it's in use. It's in use and it's charging. That's why. What is the power output here? Yeah, it's all just the RoboPort. Okay, got it. All right, so it's definitely putting this together slowly. Now I suppose I should start and then, arming up. So, oh, there's a danger right there. It starts putting in artillery shells before we're ready to defend. That would be bad, wouldn't it? So then it'll start prompting attacks. See, like it's not prioritizing these at all. Like it kind of like I have to put down a shell and then let that shell be made. And then after that, put down everything else around it. Even though that's kind of defeats the purpose of this, And the other thing is what happens when I tell this to be destroyed. Because that's the next test we have to do. We have to leave pipelines in place. So like this has to stay. And then I don't know if that range extender has to stay. Yeah, it's definitely connecting. Well, it's connecting the construction bots. And the Logi bots are doing just fine. But that's going to be... We're definitely going to have to put in intermittent nodes. All right, let's see what happens. I'm through with this, friends. Take it down. Maybe I should add more bots. Way back here. There you go. Out on here, just take them all. Just go. Go do good. And so those construction bots are picking up. And they should be taking to a recycling area, really. Like we should have requester chests, right? That do this. And here, let's test. Really? I want you wall. Concrete wall. Just full. You're not requesting from buffer chests. Okay, there's some coming. There we go. It should be moving. We should be using better hands for this. Alright, so it'll come back to the depot, and then it will get recycled. It's getting picked apart bit by bit. I like that a lot of the material is being moved forward. This is actually working better than I thought it would. I'm going to have to think about this more. This is definitely progress. Once I get it down to the point where I just have a blueprint and I just move it forward at the end of every episode and we just creep. And then I never have to manually target anything ever again. Like, this is less resource efficient, I'm sure. But it is working. Yeah, and you get burned up. Because we're going to suffer more attacks. I guess I'll have to observe this. All right, I think that's it. I think we're done for this episode. Oh look, this is not connected. That's fabulous. I'm gonna have to re-architect this. Made for crawl in mind. Because right now it's not built for this. I'll have to redo the insides and I'll have to redo the piping because I don't want this. I want an easier way to leave this behind. Yeah. So, do we actually have repair kits? No. Is someone going to bring repair kits? I mean, that might be an eventually kind of thing, right? Maybe we should just leave this alone and see what happens. The ammo is going to be trickling in and then stop because there's no whale here. So, what will be needed? God, I'm not going to like having to rehome any of these guys because we have to keep pushing forward. Eventually, this is going to have to move forward too, or be split and have multiple depots. But then redoing that whale is going to suck. Yeah, it's going to be sucky. Anyway, I might have learned something. It's possible. I should keep on this path, I think. Bhoddos? Oh, lots of Bhoddos. We're probably all out of fuel everywhere, which is, you know, what can you do? And then Bhoddos. Bhoddos. And that's the last plant for right now. Okay. So, yeah, I really should have tried to do it this way with like the self-assembling sort of way long ago. It would have saved me a lot of time, but no sense dwelling on that. All right, so I should go back, get into civilian clothes until I have another brainwave over here. I haven't changed anything. Okay, this is disconnected. Yeah, this isn't being used. So I have to have a leave behind pod that is consists of a RoboPort and pipe system. Maybe I'd make a deconstruction planner that just leaves pipes and RoboPorts. Though I kind of want to take the pipes down too and leave minimal pipes in the area. Also, I'll have to manually come out and no, I'll integrate valves into it so that it's always short fluid extents. You know, do it properly. Do we no longer have any more bullets? No, we're just not connected anymore. I think we can't get the bullets over there because it's not in range. I think anyway. I think that's what I'm reading. I might not be entirely correct about that. A whole lot of stuff is ending up here. Why are we ending up with artillery shells here? Like, this life cycle is going to be kind of difficult to work on, isn't it? You probably got all sorts of stuff in here. Yep. I need that. No, I don't need that. I need another RoboPort. Do I not have one? Where would it go? Did I toss it in here somewhere? Yeah, there's a RoboPort. Okay, come with me. This is all going to require a lot of thought and organization. Things I absolutely excel at, trust me. And so it's not powered right now. Does that matter? Apparently not. Apparently it doesn't even need to be powered. Just existing right here is enough to bridge the gap. And we are getting repair packs. I think we are. The repair packs are doing something. Yeah, we are getting repair packs in. So flights of bullets come in, they get distributed. They start annoying more neighbors. So this can be completely unpowered and still functional. Okay, that's good. What's that? What are you? We'll just leave it and see if it's picked up. So this will definitely work. And if it works, it will be less labor for me, which is entirely a good thing. But I don't know. Was there something else I wanted to do before I was... Oh, look at that. That's what we don't want. Oh, we had this problem before, didn't we? That's when we started using buffer chests. Yeah. So, if I just do wall, right? See, this doesn't work. See, I want... We have to do something about this cycle. This is simply wrong, and it makes me a little ill watching it. Yeah, I have to think hard about this. And that is very much not in my normal talents. We're out of bullets, huh? I take this. No, we're not out of bullets. Why is that? Why are you not bringing... Okay, so that was bots coming out of construction chests? So, take a look. What is our problem? So, do you need to be powered? Ooh. Okay. Another good test. Another good opportunity to learn. While we're learning, we're not making progress. All right, now we're connected. Did that release a flight? What's going on here? What you doing, Bingo? Ah, that did. It needed to charge up. And now... it's still not connected. I guess I need the Mark IIs, huh? In order to really make this work. And that's... because I need logistic network. Or maybe I could make a system where I have a belt. You know, maybe this is a cause for a belted system. But that's going to lead to so many artillery shells on the belt. I mean, just so many. Like, I don't know if this is an improvement or not. Like, it's less work, possibly, but there's going to be a lot of downsides, I think. I have to think about this a lot more. Yeah, yep, say hi to everybody for me. Because, well, it's nice that it builds itself. It's nice that it extends itself. Maybe it's missing its construction zone extender, and that's why we're having problems. I have to learn the rules properly, and... like, what's going to happen when I'm out here, you know? And they're going to fly all the way over there and back, and it's going to take forever to do this. Now, admittedly, it's forever without me intervening. But I really want to find a way to bring everything I need in. Maybe I need to do, instead of single chest, I need a bigger chest with more complicated programming associated with it. So that I bring everything in with a caravan, and the caravan just unloads somehow. And there's going to be ammo caravan, there's going to be parts caravan. And then every once in a while I can move or split parts caravan to be closer. And that's not going to be any problem. Look at that swarm. Jeez. The problem is with letting an auto target like this, it just... Are we ready? Are you going to go? I'm sure there's a way I can make... Oh, there we go. There. Exodus, my friends, is a giant termination crawl. They sense science and progress. And it makes them angry. I like how they join. Like, these guys are obviously on the way to also join the Annihilation Wave. Unfortunately, they'll get here after the fire arrives. All these behemoth worms are definitely doing damage. How many bots to kill is the real question. 8? Ugh. I don't know. Okay, I gotta stop staring at this. We're gonna wrap up. Did we learn something today? I don't know. What we need now is a whale. Mr. Whale, do I have it? Okay. I want you to be hungry. Mr. Whale, I want you to come here. I want you to get these Bhoddos. Mr. Whale, I want you to take these Bhoddos all the way over here. I want you to put them in Bhoddos pile. That's nice. Nice. And there's just here, right there. Empty that cargo. And then, with this, you are now on your way. Enjoy your Bhoddos. All right, we've done something good. Let's change back into civilian clothes. Let's go recap. And then I will think deeply on what I've done today. Maybe do some prototypes in my spare time. Okay, I have no spare time. I can't work these things out off stream to appear slick and confident when I actually record a video. There's no time for that in my life. I cannot do that. I have to. It has to be done live. What am I even doing? Okay. This stays here. That stays here. You stay there. Here, you're good. That stays here. Both of you. Did I lose some bots? I believe I did. Like I'm down a pack of bots. Luckily, I'll be able to do something about that right now, and everything else is fine. All my stuff is up there. All right, just stop thinking. Thinking's bad. Thinking is not going to help me in this situation. I just have to do and be. Let's see if we're making whales again. Because I'm going to need a lot of whales starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's pet food day. Now, where do I make whales? All right, we have a box full of whales. Excellent. You're all coming with me. And a box full of dinosaurs. Opportunistic muling. I'm probably going to have to make the good extenders and the good zones. Simply to make sure that I'm not putting in unnecessary infrastructure, you know? All right, then dump this rock, dump those logs, pick all this back up, and we're done. Oh, there's another thing we were going to do, right? Okay, another thing. Did we get it? Yeah, many times over. Okay, we're going to make a note of this. Yay, aid all uplift. There we go. This is ready, so this can be just stopped, right? Yeah, you don't need to do this anymore. You're done. Continue with what you have in there, and then we'll grow these spores next episode. Okay, good talk. Glad I looked. Glad I looked in person, I guess. Though I could have done that all remotely. I don't know. I've been playing too long. It's time to take a break. Am I in the circle? Oh, I am. All right, so here at the end of 180 days building this factory, a full 6 months. Please help me. Please help, everyone. Send your energy. Send your momentum so I can keep going with this. Though, honestly, I'm showing no signs of slowing down. All right, there, screenshot taken. What did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? We fiddled with plutonium yet again. We've got a box and we're putting in the plutonium candy we like least. It'll last very good. Like 130 hours. Don't worry, I'll wait, and then I'll get rid of the ash. Then we installed a Bhoddos maker up here, the last fungi that we need before we can proceed. And now we have to start making food. We also did a detour in trying to make a self-pushing wall, or at least a wall that I can push by just throwing down blueprints and not thinking about it anymore. Success on that has been pretty mixed. It's this was built entirely by bots. Rationalizing the logistic chain is going to be the hard part here. Like, how do I make sure that the supplies work? I want to try to find a way to lock down a RoboPort to only have like 2 bots or 2 specific bots and have specific jobs for things, but I might be way overthinking this or overthinking what is possible. So the goal is we're going to need intermediate bridge pieces between home and wherever we're expanding. And that will be fine. It also needs piping, and that's fine. We can rig up a piping situation. The goal is to be able, just with blueprints, to throw down an expanding area and just push the biters back like that. Like at recap, we'll just take an area and we'll push back the biters a little bit. And it'll be a constant sort of thing instead of piling it all together into artillery days like I do now. And I think that's probably going to be a better way to do this. But open questions are, how do I arrange the chests so that 1, materials make their way out to blueprints, and 2, materials from embassies that are getting torn down get added back into the hopper without going anywhere else. And I think that's going to require a generalized redesign of the embassy. Like, it has a buffer chest in there, and I think that's not what has to happen. I think I have a big buffer warehouse back here, I think. And then whales supplying this. The supply area should really be right up here. Because eventually bot flight time is going to be a huge problem, but then I'm going to have to move everything forward. That's the big issue. What do I do when I have to move the whale depots forward? Because programming those whales is a real pain. I mean, not as much of a pain as an entire artillery day, but I would like to make it as simple as possible. So I will think on this. And then we'll probably re-architect the embassy soon. We'll go into Embassy Mark 5, or Mark 3, I think. I think this is the 3rd major revision. Anyway, I am now done. We made Bhoddos, yay. Tomorrow, pet food, and then we make a whole bunch of pets. And somewhere in between there, we will try to work on embassy logistics. All right, I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.